What's up, agents, and welcome back to the craziest PTS we have had in a while. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let's get straight into it. All right, so this PTS is pretty crazy. The PvE DZ is probably the highlight of the PTS, which we'll check out in another video in much more detail. With there being so much, I'm going to cover things in multiple videos over the next couple of days. But we have just created a brand new character, and as always, you know what that does. It gives us all of the brand new gear for us to check out. All right, so people are waving and saying hi, so let's do the honorable thing and wave back. But someone's emoting behind me as well. Oh, there's Otter as well. Oh, someone from my clan. Man, this is a busy PTS. And this has been a running theme since the last PTS and this PTS. Much more people are checking PTSs out. I've covered PTS for a long time, and to be honest, normally they can be pretty dead, making it really hard to test things. So it is good to see more people taking interest in the PTS, because that does mean that they'll get a lot more feedback and hopefully we'll get a better game because of it. All right, so first of all, we're going to head over to the Escalation section of the game, and we're going to go view. So we haven't got any updated mutators. Now I do believe that these will change, but for the moment we haven't got any updates in the PTS, so maybe that will be PTS number 2. The caches are the same, there's no changes there. So let's just go and have a quick look at the sections in here. So we've got the brand new seasonal vendor, which gives us sample canisters, and we'll cover that more in the DZ video. But they did tell us that that vendor is actually not working as intended, so we'll be interested to see what's going on there. So rifles, we've got the brand new guns that we'll see in just a little bit, the brain break and the claw. I don't remember seeing the claw in the patch notes, but that's not there. So the claw is a gun that we do not know about as of right now, and it's a rifle. So a little bit of a surprise there. I wonder what that is. Maybe it's going to be from one of the new classified missions, because with a new season we will get 2 new classified missions. Assault rifle, we have got the Caduceus, and that is it in there. SMGs, we've got a named police T821, which is TBD, so that's something else that's new that we do not know about, which is pretty interesting. And we've got an exotic that I assume is actually going to be the finale exotic, the underboss. It's actually in the patch notes, which I found was a little bit weird, as Leo said that they weren't going to talk about it on the live stream, but yeah, it's in the patch notes and it's here as well in the PTS. And to be honest, with it being a Tommy gun, I'm a little bit worried that I will maybe just not end up using it. Insult to injury is in the LMGs as expected, and then there should be nothing in skills. We've got one of the new sets here, which is what we expect, and then we're going to scroll down. It should have been one more set in here, but it's not. But I know that the sets are here because we've got them both here anyway, so maybe I just missed it, but that's that anyway. Very quickly before we get into the gear, what we're going to do is we will go and visit each of the DZ vendors and just take a quick look at that, because we know they've had the revamp.
Detected. Nearby location. Go.
Okay, so over at DZ East, everything that we come to expect. It doesn't look like they've made any changes to the gear here, but at the bottom we've got exotic caches for 180 as normal, recal caches for 90, and optimization caches at 130. Oh, for some reason, oh, this character, the caches that you can buy from the vendor as part of the PTS don't give us DZ credits, which is a little bit unfortunate. This character is a brand new character. I think I probably got some on my other character, but probably not enough to experiment with these caches. But maybe by the time I get around to making the DZ video, we will have. So down at DZ South, we've got exotic cache as always, prototype core cache, which only gives you one prototype core, which is a little bit unfortunate. And then we've got the random cache stacked at 14 at 400, but we know that that has a very high chance of rolling max, as Alex said on the live stream. So DZ South vendor is likely to be the one where people are probably going to want to spend the majority of their credits. And then over at DZ East, all right, and at this vendor we got an exotic cache, exotic components cache, which again only gives one exotic component cache. I really think these should be giving two, because obviously you're going to buy this one, especially if you've got all of the exotics already, to save yourself some DZ credits. But I mean, yeah, it's just a bit of a bummer. The reconstructed cache is cool though. It's another way of getting these so that everyone has blueprints. I am absolutely here for it. All right, so let's take a look. First of all, the Division 1 returning exotic. We've got the Caduceus, and as you can see here, it's got damage to target out of cover on this one, but I guess, yeah, it's random how it drops, just like with all other exotics. Critical hits repair you and your allies for 1.5% of the hits damage dealt, and essentially it's the 1.5% of the critical hit. Now, just be a little bit wary of this. Obviously, you're going to have to be running a crit build, not a healing build, for this to be any use at all. And when we've got modifiers in things like Escalation that kind of reduce your damage against enemies, them crits are not going to be as good. And as you can see here, it's not the most powerful of guns. It fires pretty slow, and its damage is also pretty low. So I'm going to do a deep dive video with this, and I'll do some maths for it as well. But to be honest, I already kind of feel that it might need a buff, but they've got to be careful with how they buff this, because there's no cooldown on this talent, and also all party members can run it and apply the same effect. So yeah, as much as I'm saying that, there is a few caveats there where they would need to be careful. But maybe they just need to make it more powerful, but only one person's talent applies in the team. I don't know, but we'll chat it out in a later video. We've got the new insult to injury, which is the named gun that has the confused talent, just as we've had fire talents and all the rest of them before. I'll probably never use this, just as I never use any of the other ones as well. There is the Brain Break, which is the Urban MDR version as well, but again, I just don't see myself ever using them. We've got no guns here apart from the Whiplash. Now, the Whiplash isn't for this season. It's actually for our season finale that we're getting next week, but we actually get to see it here for the first time. Last time we saw this, we didn't have the actual skin on it. So let's just switch to the stat broker here and put this bad boy on, and it's actually fairly sturdy. But yeah, essentially it's going to be just for doing that and reloading your gun. Now, you're going to do it every 5 seconds. You can see the cooldown there, but once that goes up, you're good to go again. So the magazine of the gun that you're using needs to last 5 seconds. Otherwise, as you can see here with the stack broker, it just wouldn't have been worth it. So yeah, we'll deep dive into that in another video. Then we've got the new brand set, which is very much based around repair skills. We've got 18% repair skills on the one piece, 20% skill haste, and 8% skill efficiency. Pretty good for a healer build all round. And obviously they're just going to be the same on all of the pieces, but the chest does finally give us perfect empathic resolve, and I'm so glad that they put this on a yellow set, meaning that it actually will be really, really useful. If we take a look at the backpack, the Mama Badger gives us perfect safeguard, which is actually also pretty good, but is it going to be as good as a birdie's backpack in those emergency situations? Probably not, but 160 skill repair certainly is a huge amount of skill repair. So we'll definitely will be interesting to see how that is going to play out. Next up, we've got the Ortiz new set as well. So we'll just do that on the chest and the backpack because we didn't get to see the talents for these in the live stream yesterday. But again, all in with the skill repair. So we get skill efficiency for the 2-piece, and then 3-piece is 60% skill repair. So that's actually pretty crazy considering that you can combine it with 2 of these as well. I can see that's probably going to be a thing. But you can see here with the 4-piece bonus, healing skills, duration and range are decreased by 30%, but the healing efficiency is increased by 10%. Healing an ally with a skill will provide them with 10% hazard protection, and its cooldown of 100 seconds. But we can increase the healing efficiency bonus from 50 to 50. That does not make any sense at all. And I can see it's probably meant to be from 30 to 50. Oh, it's increased by 10%. So the healing efficiency is increased by 10%. Is the chest really going to be from 10% to 50%? That would be really, really good if so. So I guess we'll keep an eye on that one and see how that one ends up playing out. Same here with the range. So it decreases the range by 30%. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. So these skills obviously are not right. The talents are clearly not right now. So yeah, there's not much we can do about there. But then we have got the brand new Nurse's knee pads, which are potentially really, really good just for solo backfire build. Because you can see here, they grant you 40% Hasbro. And the fact now that we've got prototype gear and we can put Hasbro to such a big attribute per piece, adding 40% on here just off the rip is going to make it really easy to build a backfire build with maximum Hasbro and then still a lot of crit chance and a lot of crit damage in. But that is going to be everything that you're going to get gear wise on the PTS. We do have the modifiers and they look exactly as they did when Leo was talking to us about them. We still don't have the description for that one, but I will do a separate video on this because this video is already extremely long. But let me know what you want me to do on the PTS and what you want me to check out. I'll be sure to do a video on it if I can, especially if you're not going to be able to get involved. Maybe you're on console or maybe you're just busy this weekend. So let me know in the comments down below and I will try and fire a video out for you. But don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. And as always, agents, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.